The greatest football team.
Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go through the snow here in Cleveland. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. First carry here for Devon Achane. This field pretty slick now. That picked up only about 3 yards. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A gain there of 20. First down, Miami.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd down and 2.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A run up the middle with Achane. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
19 Charger, not 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. They'll run, and this is Quinshon Judkins. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover. Touchdown, Dolphins. 12. On for the point after. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25, so right about the 28-yard line. On a run with the former Buckeye, Quinshawn Judson. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Left side, he's got Njoku. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami. That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
7-yard line.
They're going to run. And that's the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Dolphins first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the ground, here is H.N. In a nice game there. On first down, he takes it forward for 8 yards.
On the check.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 40-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
He'll try and run it here. It's H.N. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line. And that is enough for a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they can see if they can come away with some points.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Miami.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal. Here's H.N. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts, but the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And this one blown up. Good surge and drop them. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on third and goal now.
And he's in. Galen Wright. Touchdown, Miami. That his second TD catch of the season. Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Dolphins move out on top, 14-0. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Murray moving outside the pocket. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man. And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out first, second, third down, all 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Come on, ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots, even though they weren't able to connect. It's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
60 by 60, 60.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
Their own 11-yard line.
Come on.
First down throw for Murray. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On the ground, this is Kendry Miller. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff to Miller. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Murray. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
How's that for a big decision paying off? A gain of 28 yards on 4th down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked.
And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in! Touchdown, Browns. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Cyber's extra point is true. And the Browns are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. Now a give to Achane, hitting right. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Come on. Keep moving, 19 Lions.
Back to throw. He connects with Mims. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He gets this one complete to Pittman.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
5-yard gain on the play.
First down. No.
Well run with H.M. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He's looking for Devon Achek coming out of the backfield. And third down coming up. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
That's caught outside. It's complete. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18.
First down. First
Let's
and
go,
10.
80. Here we go. Let's go.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He's going to run it. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. They'll try to sneak it here. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Boswell set to kick off.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. He'll it forward for maybe a yard. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker spot to make the tackle. Ball on the 27. Here's second and 9.
At the 27-yard line.
Ace.
From the gun, it's Murray. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come back.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On the return, here's Washington. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a shot with Mims. And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
Intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Murray now to throw on first down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held.
And he's in! Jalen Wright, touchdown Miami. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. On first down, Murray. Flush to his right. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Washington on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football at their own 40.
Intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, 100.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. To throw is Murray. 15-yard pickup there. It's a Browns first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Cleveland.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Go, 100.
Play action now. It's Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And the Dolphins are going to get the football at their own 23.
yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity.
Oh, a loose football. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around. Throwing now, Murray on first down. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. Seibert out now for the extra point. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's Seibert now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Browns draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Jalen Wright now on the return. They'll try to run a reverse. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. Not a whole lot happening there. Just a short pickup.
This is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and not going to be a lot of gain.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
A gain of 12. And
They'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up being complete. He's looking for Jalen Wright out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one out wide to Achane. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a third down and 4.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On the carry, it's Achane. Searching for some seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now it's Murray. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Murray to throw. He's got his man complete. That's Jeudy. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Coach.
Here's Judkins now as we begin the 4th quarter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Murray looking to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Misconnect trying to get it to Quinshon Judkins out of the backfield. third down coming up. Throwing Murray. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Oh, looks like he wasn't a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hey, hey, come.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
He'll look to throw. He'll look underneath here and find Wright. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the
First down throw for Murray. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie out of Southern California.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. An even 40 yards.
Here we go. Back.
He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen coming for Wright. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes third down.
A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Come on, come on.
Back to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Here's second down and 3. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Off road, right side, taken by Njoku. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up third and
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, a big third down. They'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Judy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
First down.
He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Moving left. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Now a give up the middle. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
2 yards.
Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Second down, 8 yards to go. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Team comes out, Dolphins going to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. Now a ball deep. Middle of the field, and penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Out to his right. He's going to look downfield once again. And the Dolphins are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, give me a T. Give me the